Plastic athletes. This is the Booster Club's prime function. This is really why we started the Booster Club to begin with, because we wanted to be able to raise some money so that we could have an end of season or end of year banquet to honor all our athletes. And as you can see, this has exploded into what it is today. You guys look fantastic. I see a lot of familiar faces out there. I also see a lot of new faces, which is awesome, because you guys get to join the Booster Club and take over. Okay, that's how this works. Our kids age out, your kids grow up and take over. All right. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to introduce our athletic director, and then he in turn is going to introduce each of the coaches. We're going to start in reverse chronological order with the spring sports first, going all the way through to the fall sports. Then when we get to the fall sports, we're going to award the TACA award winners for those sports. And then we'll culminate in the middle and upper scholar athlete of the year awards for both the male and the female. So enjoy your dinner, rest of your dinner, please. Get cake, drinks as you go, but kind of keep the noise down to a low roar so that the athletes can be introduced and honored. All right? Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Thank you all for coming out. I see a lot of great smiles. I see a lot of great faces. It's been a splendid year, as challenging as it may have been. I kid you not. I think that we have succeeded in the many, many challenges we have gone through. If we got through COVID, I think that this year was just one of those things that we are able to persevere and go forward. So I want to thank the Booster Club and Mr. Whitman, Mr. Grove, Mr. Guerra, Mrs. Klug, Mr. Serta, Mrs. Serta, for putting all this together. And I assure you that the evening is going to be very, very wonderful. And we will continue to push forward to build a great athletic department. So thank you, Booster Club. As we continue through these technical difficulties, I believe that we can also start on the get-go.
We're introducing our spring sports and then winter and then fall. Please.
All right. Please, let's throw a round of applause for our middle school baseball team coach, Myra Rodriguez.
I'm not gonna lie, I still get very nervous with speaking in English in public. So I wrote a note, that way I don't forget what I have to say about my players. First of all, I want to thank everyone who made possible the athletic program of the tournament. Now I want to present the middle school baseball team by grade. 8th graders, Lucas Sanchez, please come to the stage. stated. As you can see, our team is mostly made out of 5th and 6th graders, but then don't let that fool you. They were intimidated by any of the rivals. They gave their all to the field. I am very proud of this group of young men. The award for the Offensive Player of the Year goes to Paul Roper. He was one of the players that most grown from last season. He connects solid hits and he brought a lot of runs to the plate, especially when we needed the most. Please give him a round of applause. For the Defensive Player of the Year is Hank Colby. He is a young man that has won all my admiration and respect. He is a good leader, good student, and good athlete. Without a doubt, he was the team captain. And the MVP award goes to Nathan Morales. Nathan was our ace pitcher. He was very disciplined player. Without a doubt, gave us our best chance to win every time he was on the mound. Unfortunately, both Hank and Nathan, they have to go to a baseball game tonight, or they still play Little League. But we were very fortunate for having both of them play and participating on our team. And the last award that I have is the Art/Arthur Award. That's Santiago Sanchez. He is one of the youngest ones in the group. He has great desire to learn. He's very coachable, passionate, and dedicated. He's comfortably in each task that he was asked and giving it all in that field. I am very proud of this group of young men.
Thank you, Coach Rodriguez. As we continue our ceremony, we would like to invite upstairs to the podium, Coach for track and field for middle school and upper school, Coach Wiley. Please give a round of applause.
Hello everyone. My track team was very small but formidable this year. We had many signed up, but only a few ended up showing up, and they all actually performed very well. Very much proud of all of them, and they performed, at a very high level every time we went somewhere, and also showed the greatest heart and character. So it was hard to even pick awards in the first place. But I would like to invite to the stage Andres Sanchez. Michael Gonzalez, not here. Okay. Andrew Sackett, if he's here. Also not here. Then we have Anne Marie Grove. Megan Gale. And then in middle school we had Matthew John. Mateo Mendez. And Zachary Cantu, if he's here. All right. First, for our middle schoolers, our MVP was a hard one to pick, but I had one boy who, in his first year ever running track, seemed to just blaze against his competition. Didn't know what to expect from him at first, but then from the very first meet, never seemed nervous, went out there and was just dominating his grade every time we went out there. And so for our middle schoolers, our MVP was Matthew John. And then for the Heart Award, we have another boy who is just he always has something to say. He's got a comment for everything, but he's also very supportive, very funny, very encouraging to everyone. And that is Mateo Mendez. And then for our upper school girls, we have someone who just from the very start, there every single practice was just someone who I always looked up to. They're a very great just leader overall for the team, just always keeping everyone's hopes up, always just leading just fun conversation in games all the time, whether at a meet or at practice, was Anne Marie Grove. And then for our MVP award for the upper school girls, she may have been a freshman, but she runs like at least a junior. And ended up getting, as a freshman, 4th place in her event at state. And so I assume we'll only get much better from there. And that is Megan Gale. And then for our Heart Award for the upper school men, so this gentleman might not be here tonight, but he was by far the most supportive person on the whole team at all times. Always running around as others were running on their event in the track to cheer them on, to help them get a little bit faster, and always encouraging them after, no matter if it was how good or bad the performance was. And that goes to Andrew Sackett. The MVP award goes to a guy who we all look up to in the first place. A guy who just pushes everyone to be better every day just by watching him perform everything he does, just with so much intensity and just so much love. Who would rather be with his friends on a prom night than go to state and perform all of the highlights. But he is just that good, but he understands life that much better. He understands the intensity of sports, and he's super competitive, but he also understands what life is really about and the things that actually matter, and that's Andres Sanchez.
Thank you, Georgia Drive and Field Team. Another round of applause today.
They were unable to be here tonight, but I want to thank them, even though they're not here, for the assistance they provided. I want to thank all the parents as well for all the assistance they provided. I want to start with the middle school team. I'm going to read out the names of everyone, and I'm going to introduce the folks we have here first. So for the girls for the middle school, I had Leah Thiel, Carolyn Snyberg, Emma Lane, Harry Mishreski, Fabiola Truque Lozano, Asha Janaki, Juliet Powell, Juliet Powell, Sophie Vandersijs, Valeria Flores. For the boys, it was Tomas Spiller, Alexander Nyberg, Nicholas Lulick, Matthew Luskis, Santiago Venado, and Luis Azueta. Okay. All right. For the ladies that are up here and for the entire middle school team, I want to go ahead and say we went to a tournament this year, the state, the middle school city tournament, and we've never won a match at that tournament before. We did this year. It's extremely competitive. It's basically the top 2 singles players, top 2 doubles teams from each school that comprises the tournament, and we finally won a match this year. I want to start with the girls, with the MVP and the Heart Awards for them. For the Heart Award, I want to give it to a girl that's been with us for some time. She started out with me very young. She's done great in tennis, and I want to give that to Leah Thiel. City tournament was composed with her and Valeria Flores, and I want to award the MVP to Valeria Flores. Competition, I thought. It was very difficult deciding who to award these awards to because I have a lot of boys that are at virtually the same level. For the Heart Award, I want to give that today, award that to Alexander Nyberg. Performed at a very high level this year, improved massively from last year, and just doing wonderfully. For the MVP, I think I'd like to award that to Luis Zazueta. In the city tournament this year, as I indicated, I could only take a select team. It was a very small group of students that I could take to that. The students who participated in that tournament this year were Leah Thiel, Valeria Flores, Tomas Spiller, Caroline Nyberg, Alexander Nyberg, and Emma Lane. Jordan Davis, Katie Serta, Isabel Spiller, Taylor Skeens, and Mariana Lane. For the men, we had Cody Clute, Matthew Petroff, William Jones, Noah Gulick, Michael Sue, Mick Skeens, Carla service on the tennis team, so to speak. That's a tennis joke. Bad one, exactly. But anyway, so the seniors this year, Betsy McKee, Katie Serta, Cody Klute, Matthew Petrov, and David Summer. Most of the team was able to go to the district tournament, the TAPS district tournament in Kerrville this year. We also went to the TAPS state tournament in Waco this year because we had several people qualify for the state tournament. The team that I took to the TAPS district tournament was, at the district tournament, we came in runner-up out of all the schools there in the boys competition, and we came in third place in the girls competition. For the state tournament, the individuals that qualified for that tournament were David Summer and Cody Klute, William Jones, and Noah Gulick for the boys. And in singles, we had Michael Skug and Carlos Flores competing in the singles tournament. For the ladies at the state tournament, Katie Serta and Taylor Skeens participated in doubles. Those are the only girls that we had to go to the state tournament this year. All right, so for the individual awards, one thing that we did this year that was different is we had our own intramural tournament over spring break. I hope to make that a tradition in the future. I want to give some awards and trophies out to the individuals who placed first and second in that tournament. For the ladies in the tournament, the first place award went to Katie Serta. Yeah! Second place in the ladies tournament was Taylor Skeens. First place winner was Carlos Flores. And the second place winner for the men was Michael Skug. Okay, on the ladies' side, for the upper school, I want to go ahead and give out the MVP and Heart Character Awards. For the ladies, I'm going to award the Heart Award to a new player. She's a new player with our team, but she performed extremely well this year and was always had a sunny disposition, was always trying very hard. Of course, she's a very gifted athlete. I see her on the stage, probably in other sports, but that's going to go to Taylor Skeens. Was Taylor's double partner at the state tournament. I want to emphasize they won a match at the state tournament. That's the first match that, to my knowledge, Matona has ever won at the state tournament, which again is extremely competitive. And that's going to go to Katie Serta. For the men's side, the upper side, at the upper school, I want to award the Heart and Character Award to a senior who's been with the team for a very long time. If you were around him during a match, he might not be overflowing with enthusiasm, but he's always a very steady hand. He's constantly improved. He's always played whatever match I've asked him to, and and he's always tried extremely hard, and he's made great progress in his tennis as a result. As such, he's been a great role model for the rest of the team, and I want to award that to Cody Clue. Receive a trophy, but I want to note that was Mr. Cody Clue. Our MVP is a fellow that went to state for us in singles and performed extremely well. He came in third at the district tournament in Kerrville, and he also won the first match in singles that I'm aware of that's ever been won by an Natoma player at the state tournament. And that's going to be our MVP from last year, Mr. Michael Scoot. I want to just mention one other thing. TAPS did award academic all-state honors to several of our players. They were awarded to individuals who had a 90 or above grade point average and who qualified for the state tournament. The academic all-state honorees from TAPS this year were, I don't have an award to hand out right now, but just raise your hand. Michael Scoot, Taylor Skeens, and Cody Clue. Give a big congratulations to this team, wonderful team. We shall all be very proud of them, and thank you very much.
Give it another applause for Coach McKee. I don't know if you know this, but Coach McKee's voluntary work to coach the tennis program, it has gotten to the point that kids are extremely interested in the sport. We had about 31 participants in middle school and upper school for the whole tennis program. It is looking like a very bright future. Thank you, Coach McKee. I would like to invite right now our swimming coach, Coach John Weems. Give a round of applause.
So we had two Crusaders who represented you at the regional swimming meet for TAPS. One was Faith Weems. And the second was Florida Robledo, and I haven't seen Florida tonight. Is Florida here? All right. So at the regional meet, Faith took 4th and 6th. So I'm going to pull the ribbons out if that's rubbed up. Her 6th place swim was in the 100-meter free relay. I'm sorry, 100-meter free. And she did it in 1:09.66 with her goggles around her neck because they failed right before she got in the pool. This was, she was 3/100ths of a second from qualifying for state in that condition. So, took 4th place at the regional. She qualified for state with a time of 2:33.71, and so 4th place is great. 9th place and 13th places in the race got a personal best in her 100 free. And when you get to a certain level in swimming, you don't get personal best very frequently. It says that she was in her game, she was working very hard, and she got that. For that, she will get eventually the Art and Character Award, but she did very, very well on that. But the MVP award for qualifying for state, for being an academic all-state, goes to 1 of the things about swimming is both a difficult sport and a fun sport. Is that what Faith will tell you is before the race, I always tell us something really encouraging, like swim fast. But you don't swim fast just because you want to. You have to want to. But it's because you've worked hard, because you've concentrated on your form, because you've thought of every single aspect of the race. You've got to be really intelligent and dedicated about it. And dedicated means hours and hours of practice. But when you get up after swimming a practice run, and you're at the end of the pool, and you're gasping for breath, you look over to the swimmer next to you, you tell a joke, or you say, wow, it's hard, or you build a friendship without many words, because you're gasping for breath. So just remember that the swimmers do that, we do that all the time, and so I invite all of you, people to swim summer league. If you think, wow, this was fun, take it up to the next level, next year. Thank you.
Coach Weeks. This next coach has a day job as the athletic director, so we couldn't very well have him introduce himself. So we thought we'd also try a little bit of comic relief tonight. I hope I don't regret this. So we have a couple of freshmen who would like to introduce our next coach.
Most of y'all know me. My name is Steven. This is my crippled friend Diego Salinas. So if you're wondering what happened here, he absolutely mossed me in a one-on-one and just came down wrong, you know what I'm saying? But this is not about us, this is about one of our amazing coaches for soccer by the name of Coach Carlos. So can I get a round of applause for Coach Carlos?
Regular outfit, you know. He's got that outfit he always brings to school, but yeah. I saw him, I was like, Coach, you're wearing something different. Coach has been amazing, you know. He really shows his love and his passion for teaching soccer and for, you know, putting all his time and all his effort into the team. I mean, he truly does dedicate all his time and all his efforts to the team, and you can see it because one, he's losing his voice after games. He's, you know, putting in all the work. He's coming to work tired, but he's still coming in. And third, but not least, he's wearing the same clothes to school every single day. But thank you, Coach, for always being there for us, for always believing in every single one of us and being such a great coach. Coach Carlos, everybody.
Thank you, Steven. Come back Monday, we'll run some sprints in the field. appreciate that. It's been about 6 years since I've been here at the Academy. It's been an amazing time, and you know, getting to know Diego and Steve in all these years. So, without further ado, continue our award ceremony. We would like to invite to the stage our middle school soccer girls coach, Coach Morgan McDougal.
Hello. I have some notes on my phone, so excuse me for looking down. Also, if this gets too loud or staticky, just give me yays or nays, please. So, my name is Morgan McDougal. I joined Atonement this year. I'm very thankful for it. It's been an honor to be a part of these young athletes' lives. Before I start, I would like to invite all the girls up. If you could just hold the applause for when they're all on stage. Can I get Perry, Fabiola, Gianna Koo, Kayla, Julia, Caroline, Ashley, Emma, Gabriella, Sophia, Asha, Gianni Hibner, Leah, and Juliet, Cece, and Lilia, all up on stage. Keep scooting. You're too close to me. All right, so I was super lucky with this group. Not only are they a super fun and energetic group, sometimes a little too much at our 7 a.m. practices, but they're very passionate about competing, and they're all very bright young women who have learned incredibly fast and been incredibly open to growing in the game of soccer. We had a super wide array of soccer experience on the team, from a few players who haven't played very much to some that have played for multiple years. And so I'd like to thank the girls for showing up with a positive attitude for the most part, and being a supportive group that lifted each other up and always worked hard. So we can give them a round of applause. I would also, players, like to take a second to thank our parents, not only for volunteering for concessions and admissions, but for driving y'all to early morning practice and always driving you guys to away games. So we can get a round of applause for parents. And lastly, before I jump to awards, Juliet, stop talking. If our eighth graders could take a step forward. And just imagine that Leah is here also, okay? Thank you guys for being leaders for the team this year, and I look forward to watching you guys with the high school team next year. So a round of applause for them. So I want to start with our, do you want me to go this way? Just kidding. I'm going to start with our Offensive Player of the Year. Sophie, if you could step forward. Sophie is an incredibly hardworking individual on our team this year. While not an official team captain, she was a leader in her work ethic and composure on the field. As a forward, she was sprint after any ball that she hadn't even had a chance for. And once or twice I did have to be reminded that she did in fact get tired and needed a small break before getting back on the field. I wrote in my notes that I was excited she would join us next year, but I was told that she's moving. So thank you for the time that you've had with us. Okay, so moving on to our Defensive Player of the Year, Juliet, please step forward. Yeah! line this year. We had a lot of individuals step up to even play goalkeeper, even though they might not have wanted to be there. But I would like to award Juliet with this, as she was an 8th grade captain, and I think she stepped into this role very well. As an outside back, she was constantly open to coaching and growing in that position. And she was very strong with her 1v1 defending and stopped many dangerous counterattacks. Next, I would like to announce our Art and Character Award. Gabby, if you could please step forward. So, Gabby was a rock in our midfield this year, and she even battled through some tough moments in her alternative position, goalkeeper, where she might not necessarily have wanted to be, but worked very hard every time that she was in there. She always is someone that's helped here and has given 100% effort. I know that she's someone that I could trust to work her hardest and always do the right thing. So congratulations, Gabby. And lastly, our MVP. Perry is not here. But Perry was one of our youngest members of the team. She did not play that way. Perry was constantly working to get the ball and to get on our attack and create dangerous counterattacks. She's a highly competitive player that has always wanted to be on the field and on the ball. Even when she would lose the ball, she would usually be the first to win it back. She was an integral piece to our team this year, and I'm very excited. And middle school soccer gets her for another 2 years. So congratulations, Perry.
Wonderful round of applause for our middle school girls soccer coach and assistant college St. Mary's University coach, Morgan McDougal. I think at this point it's just going to be me for 3 more teams. At this point I would like to invite middle school boys soccer team to the stage. We'd like to recognize Benedict Creech, Amanda Raisa, Hank Halpin, Matthew John, Ethan Keller, John Paul Koo, Evan Landry, Thomas McHugh, Roman Peña, Lucas Sanchez, Alejandro Santillan, Henry Watson, Santiago Venado, Lisa Sueta, Rafael Garrett, Alexander Nyberg, Samuel Cantu, Lucas Carrera, Napoleon Spendy, David Kowalski, Aaron Olson, Thomas Kisgan, Alessandro Wood, Greg Borowinsky, and Memphis. Please give them a great round of applause. What a great season, gentlemen. To the point that we had such a great moment having all those games. The league grew in size. The year previous to this one, it was about 6 teams overall in the league. This year, it's probably about 10 to 11 teams. We had a magnificent season all throughout, playing teams that were against schools who were 3 times our size. We were able to compete and even test our strengths against some of these bigger schools and have very good results. So very proud of our season, gentlemen. Please give them a round of applause over there. Now for our awards for Offensive Player of the Year. This gentleman exhibited great physical qualities as well as great tactical intelligence as a midfielder. He was able to start the attack on one of the most memorable moments I saw in the season.
It was against a game against Dip. Where we were losing, but at the same time we were carrying momentum. There was probably a 60-yard long ball pass to Henry, and therefore he scored from that. And from that moment on, I saw this man has got a vision to be able to have that kind of pass. Carry on through a team, so another time, our offensive player of the year, Lucas Sanchez. Defensive Player of the Year award. I've never met a player with such a natural ability on defense. Never been coached before, previously, throughout the time, got an official background on his position. Natural athlete on that position. As a sixth grader, he was able to call upon teammates and speak up to kids older than him by organizing his defense. Almost could have been a captain as a sixth grader. The way that he was leading his teammates and engaging his teammates in conversation at halftime, he kept us online on many games. We almost gave him the nickname, the human wall. Our goalkeeper, Hank Halpin. For a Heart to be Character Award. This player has been around this family for quite some time. I've known their family and every single one of his siblings, and I really do appreciate their love for the community, the school, and Atonement. There was a point in time in playoffs that we had to change the scheme. I had to make him into a offensive player, to a defensive tactical quality. He did not quite understand. But at the same time, he was open to the conversation. I let him know the plan, and he was excited about it. He said, yes, sir. No matter where it is, I got you. Where you need me. He played us in number 6. It was a blind portion of the season. Our Heart and Character Award, Alejandro Santillán. This award, it is kind of no secret about who it is. It is something that I was going back and forth about what decision to take and who would announce as his most valuable player of the year. Going back and forth, I even had a talk with Mr. Spencer. I really even did have a conversation with him out of respect to him, because I asked a great deal to the time that we were before. In the fall, in the winter, and now in spring. I'm very excited to say that we did have a leader before that was carrying momentum, but even so things happen, we gotta move on. We have now a leader through our school that has a lot of experience in the sports world. So I'm very excited that this man is engaging to being our principal. I respect him, I talked to him about it. He told me, Coach, you should not consequence kids for the actions or inactions of their fathers. So, throughout this time, I did really want to thank Henry Watson for his time in Atonement and for being the MVP. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you, gentlemen, and middle school boys soccer team for a great season. See y'all next year. Victoria Watson, and Bonnie Gerben.
What a great season. So for the first time, coaching men and women this first time doing this. I have coached women's soccer before, club soccer with girls team before. Never actually done women's and men's soccer at the same time. Very proud to say that the way that we start a season.
I was excited to say it in the summer, before school started, I was telling all the boys, the women's team's gonna be better than the boys. Nobody believed me. It was an accurate statement, a lot of talent with this group. Very much, a very grateful season to have. Thank you for letting me be your coach. Give me a round of applause. For our offensive player of the year. Our most offensive player of the year comes to no surprise. As a freshman, she was able to lead our attack and able to dribble around defenses up and around and score some really incredible goals. With 7 goals scored across the season and some amazing foul power, your offensive player of the year award, Abigail Casey. Defensive Player of the Year. This young lady has been an absolute leader on and off the field ever since last year. I kid you not, between all the middle school teams, upper school teams for men's and women's, this was the goal of the year that she scored. They probably had a lot of hits on YouTube and on Twitter. It was a good video. She hit a free kick at San Marcos Academy from 30 yards in the upper 90. She was able to lead on defense and create chances for us when distributing the ball. Our great center back, Emma Sauer. For a Heart and Character Award. It is a shame that this player did not get to see much of time this year at all. She really had outstanding qualities as a captain, and even if injured, she was still supporting her team on the sidelines and cheering them on. Our captain, Ana Maria Santos. For our most valuable player, been knowing this young lady for all the time I've been in Atonement. It is kind of sad that last year we didn't have a team. I could have almost imagined how great her potential could have been on her senior year. With 8 goals, and our senior forward carrying us with some even hat tricks on even really difficult decisions, where we were outnumbered, playing 10 players versus 11, 9 players versus 11, carrying us through our beloved Katie Soto. Thank you, ladies, for an exceptional season, and look forward for the bright future in Atonement. Thank you, guys. huge contribution, and I want to acknowledge and honor Mrs. Santos has provided a scoreboard for next year for all sports, for football, soccer, and even baseball. Please give her a big round of applause. Mrs. Santos. You good there, Diego? It's your turn now. Love your boo. No further ado, and he please out to the stage our upper school men's soccer team. Diego Salinas, Andres Sanchez, Michael Scoot, David Summer. Thank you for having me as your coach. Some of the things that I'm about to say might be going past 6 years here at Atonement. Excellent season, going all the way through playoffs. In the second year in a row, even though we had a bit of a hiatus for a year, our ability to do things the way they did throughout the season was exceptional, and I'm very proud of every single one of y'all. Give them a round of applause, please. Offensive Player of the Year award. I wish I would have played this player at the winger position a little bit earlier in the season. He was playing midfielder for me. At some point in time, we decided to take a different decision, and it worked out great. This player was very aggressive on the dribble, created many chances for us, including 2 very amazing crosses that could have ended up in a goal on our playoff game in Houston. The future is looking very bright with this sophomore. Viva Barcelona, Carlos Perez. For the Defensive Player of the Year award, I have been coaching this kid since 6th grade. It was unnerving to find a picture. I wish that we could have it here to display, but I know this is a presentation, we can't kind of call upon it, but it's a beautiful thing. My first team at Atonement was when this kid was around. This is when all the momentum started. Every single piece of quality and greatness that we have today, from setting the tone of soccer team to all sports programs, has come about from this young man as well. His qualities as a defender and no give-up attitude greatly helped us throughout the season by stopping the opposing team as well, initiating the attack. Our co-captain and valedictorian, Mr. Matthew Petrov. For a Heart and Character Award. This young man was able to adapt to anything. He was so versatile to the point that he was thrown into many positions due to tactical needs of the game and was able to manage them all for the team when it was necessary. His response was always, "Coach, whatever you need me." Our Heart and Character Award, John Gilder. Little to no introduction. This young man's been around since I got here, since 2017. I'm gonna tell you a little story about Andres. Again, kind of resonate with what Coach Wiley has said. 2 years ago, he was invited to sign with a professional soccer academy in San Antonio. And to this point, to the level that I've seen him coach at the state level, having a coaching stance with MLS Austin FC, I can tell which kids are able to make it or not. This young man decided to turn it down because he wanted to stay at Atonement and cherish the community and build the program here. So we're very grateful for him to keep keeping the school together. Our captain, Andres Sanchez.
Excellent season. Thank you so much for letting me be your coach. Have a great evening.
If I could please invite him to the stage. And unfortunately, our upper school men's basketball team, Coach Anthony Tavares, he is having a family situation. He's not able to come. He sends his wishes and regards. The way that I talked to him, he is ready for season 2 coming in the winter. But as a regard this is, our assistant coach, Coach Wiley, please come to the stage.
So, if I have done anything here, I have taught 10 young men how to play basketball. And so I would like to invite them to the stage. David Summer, come on up. Big Skeens, the Whitman Boys. Kids at back home, but I asked if I could help coach the basketball team. When I came, I had no idea what to expect coming here and doing that, and I was told I could do it. And we proceeded to, when I first got here, I would take them 5-on-1 and win. So, but by the end of that, it turned into, man, how are we going to win a game? To blowing out our first playoff game, getting the win. And then a team that I thought was probably, I don't know who ended up winning state, but they should have, the team that we lost to should have won state. We kept it very close in the first half. And then in the second half, they just went Golden State Warriors on us. but it's been an honor to coach these guys. They're all great young men, and I'm very proud to know all of them and for all the extra work they put in, because they would be there after school. I would get there right after school for extra practice, and they would get there at 3:30, and we would not leave until at least 6:30. And so we were practicing 3 hours a day, putting in the work, getting much better, and it showed as the season went on. But I would first like to announce our Offensive Player of the Year. He is one of our seniors, one of our leaders, and he wins this award because he had this one spin move, which he would do every time, but no one could ever stop. That is David Summer. Defensive Player of the Year was very hard to make because we had 3 or 4 guys who were just very intense out there every time on defense. We would just rotate them out the whole time, and they would just put so much pressure just on whoever just had the ball, and we caused a lot of turnovers that way. But if we had to narrow it down to one, we had to give it to Mason Whitman. The Hard Award is another really tough one to choose because these guys, while all very much class clowns in a lot of ways, have a lot of heart when it comes to sports. And so it was very tough to choose, but we gave it to someone who was just there today, wanted to do everything, and just anything we asked, he was down for it, and he always just brought the team up in a lot of ways, and that was your goal. And for our MVP award, it's no surprise, he is just the guy who held the team together through so many things. And he would average, every week go to games, and he would get 20 points, 20 rebounds, whatever the team needed that night. If he needed to be a ball handler, he could handle the ball some. He always did everything he could to make sure that the team would win, and motivated all the guys that would pick teams.
Give a round of applause to our upper school men's basketball team.
All right, so the first time didn't go so badly, so if we can get Diego and Steven back up here, they're going to introduce the next coach. Is Diego still here? There he is.
Take a little bit.
The comic stylings of Steven and Diego.
You ready? Let's take him a minute. Hold on. Karen? I always like, what are you talking about? Alright. You want to start this one? So, oh, my favorite. You're a little bit better. Yeah. You got it.
Just making sure. All right, yeah, this next coach here, me and Steven, almost 2 years now ago, Steven asked me to play football with him, and ever since then, I fell in love with the sport, and me and Steven have been playing together, and this coach came in this year with a fireball, and he just came in and truly showed the passion and the love he had for the team. He truly, he surprises with how much he could show of, I can't even find the words to describe it. This coach is amazing. He put everything into his work, and I mean, he taught us a lot of things. He taught us strength. He taught us perseverance. He taught us to keep going. And he taught us, I mean, he taught us a lot of things, but one thing he didn't teach us how to win a game, but regardless, all jokes aside, we love this dude with like all our heart. He truly showed that he cared for each and every one of us, and that he wanted the best thing for each and every one of us. Please welcome to the stage, Coach Rodriguez.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the middle school football team first. So let me introduce the football team. It's a very small roster. Let's start with the 8th graders: Lucas Sanchez and Henry Watson. Our 2 7th graders is Zach Cantu and JP Koo. And our 6th graders, Lucas Pareja, Han Halpin, and Ben Cringe. John Paul, see here? Okay, even though our team was not large on roster, this team managed to surprise the entire league when, against all odds, they classified to the semifinals and played a very close game against the team that ended up winning the whole game. So, Diego and Steven, you were wrong. Okay, the award for the Defensive Player of the Year goes to Lucas Sanchez. He was, without a doubt, one of the most physical players on the field. A young player that made the difference in both sides of the football. Okay, our Offensive Player of the Year goes to Banquet. I know he's not here tonight, but he is a smart and disciplined player who, without prior football experience or knowledge, contributed with touchdowns since game 1. So, that goes to Banquet. The award for Character Award goes to Lucas Pareja. Lucas is a player dedicated to his team, fearless, smart, and coachable. A very happy and fun young man. And our MVP, I think there's no question on this one, goes to Henry Watson. He was an outstanding player, outstanding student. We definitely got to miss him on the football team. A very good kid, coachable. I can keep going on and on with him. Unfortunately, he's not here, but MVP goes to Henry Watson. Thank you, guys. Okay, now we're going to go with the varsity football team. Please come to the stage. Steven, Mason, and Gabriel Whitman.
John Michael and Jose Maria Enriquez. Michael Cantu. Xavier Magallanes. Jack Barberena. Will Jones. And Mick Skins. Okay, the first award is the Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, my bad. That's what happened when you laugh about your coach. Yes, Selena. Okay, our Defensive Player of the Year, he was once again our most physical player. He has a lot of potential. He ended up earning all district second team as a rusher and fullback. That one goes to Gabriel McNair. The Offensive Player of the Year, that goes to our freshman quarterback who was limited at football experience, played at a good level, and ended up earning second team all-district quarterback. Steven Whitman. The next award, the Hard Carter, goes to John Michael Enriquez. John Michael surprised more than one when he joined the team, for sure. But very quickly, he became one of the solid starters on both sides of the football. Very proud of him, a very dedicated and disciplined player. Okay, and the MVP for our varsity football team. He was without a doubt the heart and soul of the team. He was effective on both sides of the field. He ended up earning first team district as a linebacker. That one goes to Mason Wood.
Give our upper school men's football team another round of applause, please. And thank you, Coach Rodriguez, for an incredible season. We'd like to invite to the stage middle school and upper school cross country coach, Coach Bill Kennedy.
If I could just have all of the middle school and upper school cross-country runners up on the stage. Now, first of all, I know it's sort of the cliche amongst all of the coaches, where you have to just acknowledge all of the runners here on stage, right? All of the players. No offense to all of the other sports out there, but I actually really believe it when I say that these guys deserve a lot of recognition. First of all, imagine waking up earlier than 5:30 probably, to be the first ones at the school. Okay, that, deserves acknowledgement in and of itself. But not only are they the first and over and over again. So these guys really do deserve a round of applause. I'll start with the middle school ladies. Runner of the year goes to Gabriela Garcia Tovar. This young lady really showed a lot of maturity this year. She really learned how to push through the pain without complaining. But one of the great pleasures of coaching her this year was to watch her kick at the end of the race. Just when you thought that she was out of energy, those last 400 meters, it was quite the sprint. Yeah. For our middle school gentlemen, I would like to award Runner of the Year to Alexander Groh. Now, this young man is quite a natural talent. However, I was a little concerned at the beginning of the year. We had a little bit of difficulty training him to run in a straight line. So, however, he pushed through that obstacle and he ended up being quite successful. Just to let you know, at the ISOL competition, he placed 15th with a time of 14:38 for the 2 mile. For our upper school ladies, or should I say lady, our runner of the year goes to Miss Madeline Landry. So this young lady really deserves this award for her steadfast commitment to the team. If I had an attendance award, I would have given it to her. She was at pretty much every single practice and probably the first one there ready to run. Again, one of those runners that just never complained when you gave them a tough workout. So I'm very proud of you this year. One more fun little statistic. At the TACA state meet, Madeline placed 16th with a time of 16:04 for the 2 miles. And finally, for our upper school men, our runner of the year goes to Andres Sanchez. Off of what his previous coaches have said this evening, Andres not only is a natural talent, because he really is, but he didn't earn the award because of that natural talent. It was very clear during practices that he was very dedicated to the team and really had this strange joy for running. Just one of those things that you can't fake. And just a clear dedication to continual improvement, which was really made clear during those hill workouts. When each time you ran up that hill, you were trying to be faster than the last time, even though you were all the more tired. So it was very, very impressive, and it was such a joy to coach you all this year.
Give a round of applause to our cross country team. Thank you, guys. Without further ado, we'd like to invite to the stage our middle school volleyball team coach, Coach Miguel Alvarado.
Good evening. Do I sound weird on this? Because I feel like I do.
Okay, if y'all didn't know it until just now, I'm extremely loud. Can y'all hear me in the back? Okay, cool. If I can get all of middle school volleyball to come up, both A and B team. Yeah, she did. I have big two teams this year. Well, a big team that I broke them into two. Our program doubled this year, which was exciting. A bit stressful at times, but exciting. I had an extreme amount of fun working with every single one of these girls. Okay. No, this year was extremely fun. I saw a lot of growth from the very first day when we're running into ball carts with our face to our very last game, and we're actually, passing, setting, and hitting. I mean, this year I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls to work with. So I would like to start with our awards. First off, my offensive award to the girl that ran her face into a ball cart on the first day. Awesome, Jen. She tried so hard that ball cart didn't like it enough. That was a good day. But no, by the end of the season, I mean, she progressed so quickly, and I know she was one of those where perfection, if it wasn't perfect, she was very upset, and she let me know. But no, I had also thank you for being that leader and being. Okay, my defensive player of the year is Gianna Koo. Gianna being a sixth grader, I had seen her a few times before during summer camps and things like that, the other stuff. And when we all got together at the beginning of the season, I was very nervous because I had some girls that were starting very fresh, and some girls that had been with me for a little bit. And Gianna was one of those that started very fresh. And throughout the season, she slowly progressed, and she ended up being one of the girls that I could truly rely on in the back room, and that's why she got the defensive award. Okay. Yeah. Okay. not see eye to eye all the time, even though we try. But no, she came into practice ready to work every single day. She definitely was a leader on the court. Miss Abby Boo. On practice days. I know it was not the most fun on those days, but I truly do appreciate you getting the girls here and being, able and willing to help me with everything that I needed on game days and on practice days, whenever I needed something from y'all. And I know the girls are extremely thankful for that as well. There's also one more person that I am extremely thankful for this year, because I don't think I could have had 2 teams of middle school girls without her, Miss Juliet Powell. The day she didn't go to school don't count apparently. Every practice that she came to school. She learned how to take stats from me. She took stats during practice. She did all the little tedious work that Coach Megan was just like, I can't do today. She made sure that I was ready on game days, and she was our loudest cheerleader on the sidelines. I am very thankful for you. And I got you a little...
Thank you, Coach Megan and the middle school volleyball team. You're our class. Upper school volleyball team. Coach Alex Alvarez, please come to the stage.
Can anyone hear me? Do I need a mic? Can you hear me in the back? JV, can I have the JV team up here?
Isabella Carino, Isabella Nelson, Sofia Carino, Megan Guerra, Sofia Huskies, and Melissa Bernard. This is your JV team. Applause. Just real quick, a couple things. I wasn't sure what to expect this year with the JV team. I don't know if we've ever had a JV team here for volleyball, but some of these girls hadn't played in a couple of years with COVID. strong. They exceeded my expectations. We had a lot of freshmen on this team playing at a JV level. They really exceeded my expectations. I wasn't expecting many wins. Fortunately, they learned how to win quickly, and we won quite a few games. So give it up for JV again. Offensive player of the year, this young lady, she had 46 assists, 7 kills, 11 aces, and 33 digs, and it goes to Pearl Robledo. Defensive player of the year, this lady had 4 kills, 40 digs, 4 aces, and 23 server keys. This lady is Lucy Diaz. This young lady had 4 aces, 18 kills, 1 block, 1 assist, 25 digs, 6 server Cs, and she's just been a great person on the team. She's been going extra now, above and beyond, and she's actually right now going to be a starter at varsity this upcoming year. This is Sophia. She had 33 digs, 13 kills, 25 aces, 6 assists, and 14 server Cs. And in the middle, at the beginning of the season, after about a few weeks, she was moved up to varsity. She played both varsity and JV, and it is Isabella Verona. Appreciate all your hard work and everything, you know, being there for the team and for right everything we need. Thank you very much, Varsity, can you please come up? Varsity volleyball, please come up. So I had a pretty big varsity team. They are Sam Whitland, Gloria Casnasi, Carlo Robledo, Carolina Garza, Laura Deschaines, Isabella McHugh, Jordan Davis, Anne-Marie Grove, Taylor Skeens, Katie Silva, Hannah John, Isabella Baranga, Vanessa Canard, and Hannah Cruz. So, you know, after coming off second place of the day, it was kind of hard to come back and try to repeat those high expectations on the team. And this team, they did a great job, worked hard. We had an injury for most of the season, especially for one of our starters. We had to make some changes. And this team, they came together and they played well, picked it up in the playoffs, and again, we made it stay again. So congratulations. This young lady had 334 assists, 36 kills, 49 aces, 267 digs, and 12 server Cs. This young lady had to play a different position this year just due to an injury, and she did a great job this year. Carolina Garza. Defensive player of the year. And this young lady did awesome for us on the net. She had 84 kills and 84 blocks for the year. Blocks was just awesome. A couple games where she had double-digit blocks for the game, 14 digs and 13 services, and it's Anne-Marie Grove. character award and give it to two young ladies, and I was given permission. So the heart and the character award, first of all, goes to Zion Wetland and Isabella Machida. All right, our MVP. This young lady just led the team. She's just one of our leaders, one of our co-captains, leads by example. 105 kills, 66 aces, 285 digs, 3 assists, and 102 serve receipts. And it is Katie Savage. So real quick, I just really want to say thank you to those four seniors. Four seniors were great this year, great leaders. I mean, our playoff game, you know, I bring them aside, we're down 0-2. I talk to them, I tell them, hey, it's up to you guys to take us to state. You know, change the game plan, you have their advice, talk about what to do for the next set. These young ladies came through, they put it together, and they led our team, and we went to state. So, So real quick, I know we're running good late. So real quick, for some TACA award, first team, or 1A District 7 all district selections. First team were Katie Stella and Marie Grove. You can take step forward real quick. We had two representatives, Mr. Zion Wetland and Katie Stella. Great job, 2 times for the state, and on high expectations, we got to keep it going, but thank you all.
Thank you, Coach Alex Alvarado of the upper school volleyball team. Coach, we'll be happy to work broke every year, pay for hotels to go to state. Third time is a charm for next year. Give him a round of applause. As we're concluding our evening, we do apologize. We have been running a bit out of time. We will push through the final ending portion of our banquet. Thank you for sticking around. As I mentioned, our middle school Athlete of the Year Awards. For the female Middle School Athlete of the Year Award. This lady has a great attitude all year. Always wanted to learn more, keep herself motivated no matter the situation. She excelled in cross country, volleyball and soccer, but her most proud asset about her being a human being, she was very humble, caring, and kind towards every single one of her classmates and teammates. Our female Middle School Athlete of the Year Award, Gabriela Tobar. For our male Middle School Athlete of the Year Award, this player about to mention is our most well-rounded athlete on and off the field. in all sports competition that took place. He played football, soccer, baseball this year, and was a leader in all of those disciplines. His ability to lead on and off the field into the classroom and speak up as a sixth grader is remarkable. We all have seen great things from him this year. Hang up. Sorry, Daddy, about something. Give a round of applause to Daddy again. Last but not least, to conclude our evening, we have planned to do TOPS awards, but it seems to get a little bit late. Sorry that I have to watch either. Our Upper School Athletes of the Year awards. Female Athlete of the Year. You will be greatly missed, as we have admired how great and kind you are with the little ones. We've seen you all across. Our most dominant athlete in all sports that she competed at with her second consecutive year, Katie Soto. Upper School Male Athlete of the Year Award. His capacity to lead is outstanding, having performed and excelled on and off the classroom, participated in cross country, track and field, and soccer, Andres Sanchez.
Picture, please.
Great job, Upper School Male, Junior Athlete of the Year. Give a round of applause to him. We'd like to invite Mr. Whitland to the stage to conclude our ceremony.
Let's all give Coach Miranda a big round of applause. Thank you for all he's done this year as our athletic director, our soccer coach, PE coach. Thank you very much, Coach. Really appreciate it. All right, I know it's late. We're past our time, but I had to pay some tribute to some folks. So this banquet is not that easy to put together, so I wanted to make sure I thank some people. Mark and Stephanie Serta, Pat and Dana Grove, Steve Guerra, Jean Clute, Irene and Peter Petroff, Dolores Summer, Dee Kosnowski, Connie Jones, sponsors who wish to remain anonymous for covering some of the costs, and of course, my beautiful bride, Deborah Whitland. Kind of giving you guys a feel for what the Booster Club provides to the school other than just this banquet. So we had funded the CYO concessions, bought basketball game balls, soccer game balls, 2 volleyball state banners, senior gifts, flowers, Yetis, plaques, gift cards, repaired football helmets, paid for a track meet, paid for a tennis match, put over, we pretty much bought the school bus. Basketball shirts, shoulder pad racks, rented lights for our 9 football games, placed an ad in the gala, and of course we hold this banquet, which I think is a big hit with the kids. So for all of you parents out there, next year we're going to do things a little different. If you are a parent at the Atonement Academy, you will be in the Booster Club. No, you don't have to pay any money or anything like that. You'll just automatically be a part of the Booster Club. Now we will have a financial structure that if you want to get into home games and stuff like that, helps us raise money. But what I really want to try to emphasize to all of you is it's only through the work and volunteer hours and time that you guys put in that we're able to do these things so that we can support the athletic program. We're a small school, okay? And these kids, they do their best. And they put their heart and souls into everything that they do out there when they put on that Crusader red and black and that Jerusalem cross, and they represent this institution on the fields, the courts, the tracks, the swim lanes of middle school and upper school, interscholastic competition. They are ambassadors of this great place. And so we really would like to emphasize this coming school year for those parents who are interested to please sign up, get involved, volunteer, participate. You've heard of the Peter Principle where 20% of the people do 80% of the work. That does apply here, and we want to change that. We want more people involved and more people helping out. So I just wanted to give that sort of pitch for the Booster Club and then make sure I recognize all the people to put this whole thing together. So with that, Andres, if you could come up and close us in prayer. It's the closest thing we have to a priest. Actually, Father. We have a Father in the back, sorry. Come on, Father.
It's okay, I'll get you back. For those of you that know me, I'm Father John Meffridge. I am the Melkite Catholic priest that have sent my children to atonement for the last 15 years. I have witnessed the goodness, the grit, the resilience of the people of the Atonement Academy. And so I'm very grateful to offer this, and like I said, I will get you back. Let us pray. We give thanks unto you, O Christ our God, that you have satisfied us with your earthly blessings. We ask you to bless this community, endow the students with the resilience and the grit to overcome all obstacles and to be the best they can be, created in your image and according to your likeness, now and forever, and to the ages of ages. Amen. Go in peace.
Thank you, Father Beveridge. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a great evening. Those of you who would like to stay and help, any help that you can provide with tables and chairs would be much appreciated. Thank you.